Gonna come around. Green flag high in the air. We are racing for your IMCA Hobby Stocks. Brandon Beater takes the early lead going into corners 1 and 2 with Tim Anderson on the bottom in the 44 machine. Appelt falls back into third for now as they go side by side down the back straightaway for the battle for second and fourth. A pair of 15s watching in fourth and fifth with Seidel and Hansen. They come around to complete lap number 1. It is the 7 machine of Brandon Beater, your race leader. Anderson going to poke his nose into second in front of Appelt. Then it's Connor Hansen, Chris Seidel, Alex Twite, Robinson, and Scott Jern side by side in the battle for 6 as there are 4 wide behind them as Saxon gets a little bit crossed up and gathers it back down the back straightaway. Brandon Beater starting to open up a few car length lead early as they complete lap number 2. It is a battle from 6 on back as Jern tries to hold off the number 9 of Rangelov and the 103 of Twite. They'll be 3 wide behind them as 11 gets a little too hot and makes contact with the 103, and they'll both go around in the center of corners 3 and 4. We'll have our first Cottingham Insurance caution of your IMCA Hobby Stock feature event. Grandstand, we are back green flag racing. As the 15S of Seidel goes off the top of turns 1 and 2, loses a ton of track position as they gather it back down the back straightaway. Brandon Beater still opening up a few car lengths on the rest of the field. Battle side by side between Anderson and Appelt, with Connor Hansen in fourth looking on at that battle as they go through turns 1 and 2. Brandon Beater still holding the lead as now Appelt moves into second. The 11H at Taylor Heaton rolling slow in that 11H machine. We're going to have another Cottingham Insurance caution for the 11H machine. Appelt, they will go back green flag racing out of turn number 4. They'll go side by side in your top 3 as they go down into corners 1 and 2. That 44, Tim Anderson is still trying to work that bottom groove on the inside of the 70 of Caden Appelt. They'll be 3 wide for the battle for fourth between Twite, Hansen, and Rangelov as they go through corners 3 and 4. Brandon Beater still holding about a 2-car lead on the rest of the field as they head down the back straightaway, front straightaway. Side by side battle for second between the 70 and the 44 of Anderson. Now Hansen got his hands full of the 9 of Rangelov. Twite and Tukshire trying to follow, running in 6th and 7th, 3 wide with the battle for 8th with Haas, Jern, and Robinson. Brandon Beater still running that high groove around the top of our 3/8 mile oval as Caden Appelt tries to close the gap going down the back straightaway. The 44 of Anderson now has got his hands full with the 15H of Connor Hansen. They make a little bit of contact going through turns 3 and 4. So we have cars around in the back straightaway, but we stay straight, we stay green. Side by side for third between the 15H of Hansen and the 44 of Anderson. They'll go side by side as they continue down the back straightaway. The 9 of Rangelov running at your top 5 is now this Tukshire and Twite go side by side in the battle for 6th. Another lap in the books for the number 7, Brandon Beater, your race long leader, as we have contact going down the front straightaway between the 12 of Saxon and the 52 of Jern. They both sit the wrong way on the front straightaway, and we're going to have another Cottingham Insurance caution. It's not often you see the flagman out on the track.
That is that 11H machine. Taylor Heaton caused 2 cautions out of Baker, Montana, so he will go pit side.
Alrighty. The 7 of Brandon Beater holds the lead going through turns 1 and 2 with the 44 Tim Anderson falling in his tire tracks. The 70 Caden Appelt right to the back bumper along with the 15H of Connor Hansen. Now the 13 of Jacob Robinson going to poke his nose to the inside. They're going to go 3 wide through turns 3 and 4 in that battle for third. This time by, it's going to be 3 laps remaining for the 7 of Brandon Beater. They continue on through turns 1 and 2. That battle for third, fourth, and fifth still the best one on the track as Appelt has cleared himself of Hansen and Robinson. Now Appelt trying to look to the outside. Now backs off a couple car lengths from the 44 Tim Anderson. 2 to go this time by. Brandon Beater on cruise control in that 7 machine borrowed from Jay Loafman this weekend for Oktoberfest. He goes down the back straightaway with clear track in front of him. Followed by the 44 Tim Anderson trying to hold off the 15H of Hansen, who is now dipped down to the inside of the 70 of Appelt. followed by the 13 of Robinson. The white flag is in the air one more time around for your IMCA Hobby Stocks. Brandon Beater's got a clear track as they try to go 3, almost 4 wide for the battle for second. As the 70 at Appelt gets hit in the front and goes spinning down the back straightaway. The checkered flag is out, coming out of the Dacotah Speedway flag stand. Your winner is going to be the 7 of Brandon Beater.